Toy Story came out in 1995 and is the first computer animated film ever made. And this is when Pixar first actually became like a big thing, because beforehand, if you guys aren't aware, Pixar has been like making like some short films or stuff like that, but this was their first feature animated film. And in this film, the story revolves around a toy known as Woody and his other toy friends. Their owner's name is Andy. And once it's and it eventually becomes Andy's birthday, and for his birthday present, he gets a brand new toy known as Buzz Lightyear, who enters the toy family. But Woody starts to notice that Andy is focusing a lot more on his new toy than him, which leads both Buzz and Woody to set out their differences by going on this epic journey. And Buzz discovering that he is a toy and not a space ranger. Toy Story is a film that no one saw coming. This film is one of the best animated movies you will ever see. And I'm honestly right when I say that. I'm right. It's a fact. I'm right when I say that. Like, seriously, what is there anything wrong to say about this film? This film is clever towards both children and adults. It's extremely fun to watch. It has very lovable characters and a story that just keeps on moving and moving and moving and gets entertaining the more you view it. And easily some of the best things about this movie is us, the audience, exploring the life of Woody. While we're watching this film, we get to know a lot more about him and the other toys, and how each toy makes Andy, Andy. Andy has been having these toys for technically his entire life. And seeing Andy as a kid in this movie is something that both kids and adults can relate with. Because when it comes to kids and toys, they'll love their toys no matter what. And that's exactly what Andy is like in this movie. He loves Woody. He loves Buzz Lightyear. He loves all of his toys, and he would be heartbroken if any of them were to go missing. It's almost like they're his best friends. And speaking of friends, the song in the beginning of the movie, "You Got a Friend in Me," is genius. It's an amazing song, and it fits perfectly into this movie. It absolutely builds up the feel and the tone, the experience that you're about to witness in this film. It's just so magical and so genius. Tom Hanks is incredible in this movie. Let's be honest, Tom Hanks has honestly become a household name, and his character Woody has become a household name, and Tom Hanks does a phenomenal job in this movie as voicing Woody. He's perfect. I think they couldn't have found a better voice actor to voice this character, because at this point I can't really see another voice coming from Woody. Tom Hanks portrays Woody perfectly. He absolutely delivers the humor and his own style inside the character of Woody, which makes Tom Hanks the only Woody. And in my opinion, he's irreplaceable as Woody. Tim Allen, I feel the same way about him as I do with Tom Hanks. Tim Allen is absolutely great as Buzz Lightyear in this film. He's perfect. And seeing the character of Buzz Lightyear in this film, you technically could already tell that he doesn't even know what he actually is. Because in his introduction, you see him as a space ranger type thing. That's what he feels like. But in reality, he's a toy. And he doesn't realize that until after this epic journey with him and Woody to get back home to Andy after an incident that happened. And seeing Woody and Buzz work together while on this journey is so exciting to watch. And let's talk about the Pizza Planet scene. And yes, I'm going to technically talk about some spoilers in this movie. So if you haven't seen Toy Story, first off, I'm not even going to feel bad if I spoiled anything about this movie for you, because you are way behind. First off, you are really way behind. How have you not seen Toy Story? How have you not seen? It's almost impossible for me to find someone who has never seen at least one of the Toy Story movies. It's like me looking. It's almost like someone's like when I ask someone have you ever watched Toy Story, and they answer no, it's almost like I ask someone, have you ever seen The Lion King, and they've never said no. Like, seriously, that's how good Toy Story is. I mean, it's definitely not better than The Lion King, but it is definitely up there in one of the greatest animated movies of all time. But anyway, let's talk about the Pizza Planet scene. Very funny and thrilling scene, honestly, where Buzz Lightyear and Woody are in Pizza Planet, and they try to get to Andy, and then they encounter these little baby alien squeaky toys. It's very funny, and especially when they're like the claw, and they're looking up at the claw, the claw that grabs, it chooses which toy goes and which toy stays. Very funny, and which leads to the next part, the next half of this movie, where we get introduced into Pixar's first villain, Sid. The thing is with Sid is that I don't know. I just really do not like this kid. And I think Pixar was able to capture that feeling well. Because it's almost like Pixar said, you know what, the audience is not supposed to like this kid anyway, because he's a brat. And he's not just a brat, but he literally disembowels his own toys. And for that, we hate this character, because we're rooting for our main characters, who are toys. And I absolutely hate Sid. And I think Pixar was supposed to capture the feeling to the audience, like, wow, I really hate this kid. But he eventually gets what's coming to him in the ending, which is very funny as well. And it's very satisfying to watch, where all the toys come alive, and then Woody starts talking to Sid, and then he tells him, we toys can see everything. And his head turns around, and he automatically just comes alive, and he's like, so play nice. And then Sid starts screaming and running upstairs. It's very satisfying to watch. It was funny, and it was satisfying to watch, and it was perfect. It really was. I honestly don't really think there could have been another conclusion to the character of Sid like that. I honestly thought it was perfect. But Toy Story isn't just a film about talking toys. It's a film that delivers a message. It delivers a message. It really does, on how you find your way, even in bad situations. And it doesn't only deliver the message on how you find your way, but it also delivers the message of finding out who you really are. And it's really important, especially to the characters of Woody and Buzz Lightyear. And it's a message that adults can easily grab and share to their children from many generations. And that's honestly what all the Toy Story movies have. They have the same common message, and they always work. Guys, I really don't have to say anything more about this movie. I adore this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Toy Story is an animated film, and a film in general, that has stood the test of time since its initial release, and it's only been around for about like 25 years, and it still holds up extremely well today. And it's absolutely one of the best animated movies of all time, and without a doubt, Toy Story gets an A+. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review of Toy Story. You guys probably already know why I'm reviewing this movie, but if you don't, you really need to catch up, because I am going to be reviewing all the Toy Story movies from 1 all the way up until 3, because Toy Story 4 is coming out. So when that comes out, I'm going to review that. So that's why I've decided to review all the Toy Story movies. The first 3, I'm going to review the first 3 and the 4th movie when it comes out. So I'm really excited to talk about Toy Story 2 and 3. And I'm very excited to see Toy Story 4. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this review of Toy Story. You guys are the best. I love every single one of you. Look forward to more reviews that will be coming very soon. And as always, I am MarioFan520, and I will see you next time. Peace out.